Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer and another unboxing video. Today I got something really special and different for you. Today we're looking at Cthulhu Death May Die, Fear of the Unknown, Kickstarter edition, and what comes in the box. Now, this is my personal edition of the box. I fully back this. As you guys know, this is probably one of my all-time favorite games. It's in my top 10. And so I know when Fear of the Unknown came out, I've backed, I think I got pretty much everything except for all the season 1, season 2 stuff. But I wanted you guys to be able to see what actually comes in this box. Now, we have done some unboxings for some of this, and I have not, as you can see, opened this yet. This has been sitting in my house for a day or so. So this has actually been murdering me that I have not opened this yet. So let's take a look and see what is going to come in this box, how it's going to be packaged up. And, I'll tell you what, I'm excited about this. I hope my head is not in the way, because I am absolutely not set up for this kind of stuff here at my house. So we'll figure it out, right? Okay, I'll try to stay out of the way as much as possible. And we'll probably end up doing this in a couple pieces because I'm not going to do all the unboxings for everything we've already done, but I want to show you the new stuff. Okay, so let's get this thing opened up. All right. So I got a little bit of bubble wrap there. And then, 3 nice sets of boxes. Let's get some of this bubble wrap out. All right, now, if we open this up, first thing we're going to get is, there we go, Ithaquah, the Windwalker. Now, I know, I believe we've already done an unboxing of this, and I think Cody's already done a review of this one as well. So you can actually go check it out on his channel and take a look at that one. The other thing it looks like I got is the Animal Allies. So we can add some, looks like a little allies to our stuff. I know we haven't seen this. This is the first for me. So let's take a look at that as well. I'm a dice fanatic, so as you can see, I did get the frosted dice. So we'll open the frosted dice up. We'll take a look at what those look like in comparison to the others. All right, now, here we're just going to have just the main core game. This is just the main Cthulhu Death May Die, Fear of the Unknown that we have an unboxing for on Cody's channel. And what else do we have here? We have the Season 4 expansion. But it looks like there's a couple extra cards. I'm not really sure. We'll take a look at those as well. I'm not sure we had those when we did his Season 4 unboxing. So we can look at those cards, but this is going to be the same as what we've already shown you. So I probably won't be opening that one up again here. But I will open this. And this is the Unknowable Box. This is all of the Kickstarter extras that are going to come in this game. That if you backed it, this is what you're going to get. And as you can see, my lighting here is absolutely horrible for doing this type of stuff. So, all right, let's get that up on my table as well. So there you go. That is everything that you can see is going to come in that box. So why don't we just go back over to my table and let's take a look inside some boxes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now let's get into the actual unboxing of this. Now, this is going to be the Unknowable Box. So this is going to be all the Kickstarter exclusives you can get. And like I said, I'm also going to open up the Animal Allies box, and I will go ahead and pull out those frosted dice. We'll look at those side-by-side comparison to the other ones. And I even pulled off the medical files, okay, so from my Season 4 box. So we'll take a look at those as well. And that should give you pretty much an idea of everything you're going to get in this set. I don't think I missed anything, but then again, I could have. I don't know. So let's get this open up. Let's take a look at it and let's see what we have. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with the Unknowable Box. All right. Now, as you can see, there is a ton of figures. The replay value alone with what this box provides and the core boxes is insane. You're going to get your Elder Ones. You're going to get Lost Episodes, some extra different monsters you're going to be able to get. It's incredible. Okay. Now, let's see. What are we going to find? I'm going to have to almost buy me a new shelf just for my Cthulhu Death May Die because I'm starting to get so many boxes, and these boxes are huge. All right. So, see if I can do the best I can. I think I have my camera zoomed in a little bit because there's nothing really big that I know of we're going to see in this one. And it's all going to be just small stuff. It's all going to be little figures and cards, just cards and stuff like that. So, we've got it all zoomed in. All right, now, let's get this guy opened up. Whoa, that box is little bit on the tight side. Okay, so once we open this up, the first thing we're going to get, we'll get our instructions for the Unknowable Box, which isn't a whole lot, okay? Looks like we're going to get our Lost Episode 4, 5, 6, and 7, okay? Now, if you have the original, I think that's Lost Episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 from their Unknowable Box, all right? Just a breakdown of some of the other components you're going to be able to get. And it looks like on the back, some new investigator skill clarifications. All right, for some of the different characters, new relic clarifications, some Lost Episode clarifications. So looks like Lost Episode 4 clarification even. So that's going to be good to have around. All right. Now it looks like we have some unknown monsters right up on the top. And this is going to be really goofily out of order too, just because the, we're just going to go however it's thrown into the box. Okay. The other reason I want to show you all this stuff as well is because I know they do have another Kickstarter that just popped up, or a crowdfunder. I think it's on GameFound. So this might give you an idea of how much extra stuff you're going to get if you do back the original game. Now me, I've already backed it. Okay, I'm 100% in. So everything that you've seen on this channel before, I own all this stuff. I bought all this stuff. Okay, now let's take a look. What are we going to get here? I'm going to try to keep some of the glare out and whatnot. All right, we have Zug. Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, these are some terrifying creatures. All right, the cat from Saturn. Yimbaya, man, I'll tell you, these are really hard to pronounce. Vrumi, I don't know. The inhabitant of the nameless city. But yeah, you go ahead and pause if you need to, just so you can take a close look. You can read these. All right, and you can see, obviously, just in case some of you have seen this for the first time, I don't know. This is the number of dice they're going to get. Of course, this is their hit points. This pool number right here, this is how many figures are going to be on the board. So in this case, there's only 2 of these will ever be on the board. Okay, which is always good to know. I mean, 3 of these guys, these cult masters. Amigo. Okay, and the last one. Yeah, I don't know. Yithian? I'm trying to look at that sideways too, so that doesn't do me any good. All right, put them off to the side. Now, it looks like they're just thrown on the top. Looks like we're going to get a couple new relics as well. Let's see, so what is it? This is going to be our front side. All right, let's start with a skull. There you go, so you can guys take a read of that. These relics, I'll tell you what, they are really cool. I like, the Headless Horseman skull. I like how the relics really changed the game. The pumpkins, any wounds you may take instead be applied to the pumpkin as a wound token. Oh, nice, the jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, these relics are a really neat addition. But I'll tell you what, these unknown monsters are so tough. Having them on the board, you really have to have those relics just to help counter it. Okay, now, just so you get an idea, that is how many extra characters you are going to get in this game. It is insane how many characters that you'll have. It is, oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. So, I'm going to pop these up. Go ahead and pause if you need to, okay? Actually, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and do it this way. I'm going to give you this. You can pause it. You can read their story, okay? Hopefully you can see it good enough. And then I'm going to flip it like that. I'm not going to spend too much time. Pause it if you need to, okay? You have all kinds of time to pause that, and I'm going to try to give you a couple seconds to pause, all right? But yeah, these are all of the different new ones that came in. Okay, all the stretch goals, the whole 9 yards. Now remember, all of these skills, these bottom skills like brawling, toughness, these are all generic across all of them. They're split up. It's these very top ones, for those of you that don't know the game. It's those very top ones that are going to be unique to these individual characters. And I will say, I don't expect balance. There are some that are definitely better than others. But my favorite part of this game is, and for the most part, when I'm playing it by myself, I like to just kind of randomize what I'm going to get. And for me, it's trying to figure out how to win this game with what you got. Okay, you don't always have to have the best characters. You know, marksman, brawling, arcane knowledge. Those are 3 that I almost always want. I mean, if I know I'm going up against a really tough old one or something like that, or it's one I just can't beat, I'll start looking at those. Oops. But for me, yeah, just trying to play with some of these others is just what really makes this game. So, but I'm one of those guys where if I never win the game, I never win the game as long as I have fun playing it, so I don't really care. The harder the puzzle, the better it is. I mean, I have some games that I just, oh man, some cooperative games are just so hard to win. Once you kind of figure out some of the best ways to do it, or once you kind of played an episode in this particular game, then it does actually get a little bit easier, because then you kind of know what you have to do, and it'll help you a little bit along the line. But, you know, there's still the randomness of those Mythos cards. You don't know what's coming out. Eve Blanchett. Oh, yeah. Therapist, brawling, and stealth. Did she learn brawling from being a therapist? It might be a good skill to have if you're a therapist. I don't know. I will tell you, I do like to look at some of these characters. I haven't read a lot of their different skills and whatnot, because I'm trying to pay more attention to keeping everything on the screen for you guys. Yeah, so look at toughness, brawling. Oh, and this command. Ooh, that actually looks pretty good. She looks like she could be tough. Don't mess with her. Charles Haller. Inspiring performance. So, oh, there's a interesting character. Those are some long fingernails. All right. Man, how many of these characters are there? Holy. Agnes, man. Whoo. Agnes is the silent killer. James Dalton. The trophy hunter. Marksman. Toughness. Marksman does make sense for him. Steve Wainwright. Looks like he's a old football player that decided to do some Cthulhu tackling. Oh, yeah. All right. I think there's almost more characters in this box than there is in the Fear of the Unknown and the Season 4 box combined. I could be wrong. I might be wrong. There is a lot of characters in here, I'll tell you what. So, and like I said, really the only thing that separates any of these characters apart from each other is this top skill. Like her Song of Death. I mean, we've seen stealth, we've seen swiftness, we've seen all those on a lot of the other characters. Okay. I'm sure somebody has it out there, but I almost need to take all the characters and just start kind of writing down, okay, how many of them have Arcane Mastery? How many of them have Marksman? You know, what's the breakdown to the different skills they have? I know there's not a ton of the different skills, but they're all good. It's just that top one. That top one can really make or break a character. All right. Emil Crow. All right. I don't know if this is... I don't know if you guys care if you see the backstory. Some of you guys, I'm sure. I'm sure there's one person out there that's like, hey, I want to read Harry Houdini's story. Thanks for showing it. And Escape Artist. And there you go. And that is the monster list of all of the characters that you're going to get. Okay. Now, what do we have here? We have Anita's command spell. All right. What is Anita's command spell? You must claim the command spell. It was just kind of sitting on top. Not really sure why it's sitting on top. Okay. Was Anita one of the characters? I don't know. I wasn't paying a ton of attention on that. I can't remember all the names. All right, but we do get a new token pack, so I'm not really sure what all the tokens are for. Okay. The slaughter track, I don't know. Well, I'll have to figure all this out when the time comes. Now, what do we have here? Let's start off by looking at the figures. Okay, now I've spent so much time going over all of their boards that what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the cover off of these. I'm not going to pull all of the miniatures out. We've all seen CMON miniatures. We all know the quality of CMON miniatures, but there are so many in this box that I'm not going to pull all of them out. I might pull out some of the main monsters or something like that, but I'm just going to kind of get them up here just to kind of give you an idea. I mean, we all know the quality. You know, you see his fingernails in there. Okay, we all know the quality that CMON has in this game. Okay, their miniatures are just outstanding. The detail is, for what you get, the detail is just superb. So, fully like all of the miniatures that we get in this game. All right, and let's see. You know what? Let's take Nug and Yeb out so we can get this guy out. All right, let's get this one opened up. Okay. It's like, nope, we gotta go to this side. All right. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start on the bottom. Yeah, so these are some that I'll pull a couple of these out and show you. So this is gonna be the bottom tray, okay? Because some of these look really cool. Yeah, so you're gonna get, these are just gonna be some of the new, I think probably some of the unknowns. Okay, because I know, yeah, boy, I tell you, I need to get my inks out. I need to wash these guys. They'll look so much better if I put a wash on them. All right, we'll just kind of show you the little lizardy tonguey guy there. Yeah, gotta separate that tongue from him though. Looks good. Definitely painted up. And I'm not even sure what that is. But yeah, I don't think I want to get hit by that club either. Okay, so those are worth seeing. Those are nice. I like those. Okay, and let's see, what else do we have? Okay, and we'll take a look at this. These are all the smaller ones. Okay, so we got, looks like 4 more characters on the bottom. There's your, looks like your football player. Let's see if we can get that into focus. Okay, kind of move them around a little bit so you can kind of get out of the shadows and whatnot. But there you go. That is kind of an idea of what you're going to get on these. Okay, so that is all of the figures you're going to get. Now, these episode boxes, I'm going to show you the backs of those boxes so you can see the component list, but I'm not going to open them up. I'm not going to spoil that for you. I'm not going to spoil it for myself because I don't want to see none of that until I'm ready to start playing it. Okay, but I will show you this old one because Nug and Yeb, I do want to play Nug and Yeb, and I want you guys to see, because sometimes they'll sell some of these on the side. I don't know for sure all of them they do. Sometimes you can get them at conventions, you know. And if this is one that looks interesting to you, it might be one that you might be wanting to try to find a way to try to pick up. Okay. Now, this guy, oh, wow. So what is this? It looks like we have, okay, we have a different little board for him. Okay, so let me just kind of pop this out. Okay, try to get it so you guys can pause that and take a look at it. This is totally different. Okay, yeah, this is way different than anything we've seen before. Okay, I'm just going to show you this backside. I don't know if the two sides are different or not. I'm not really paying that much attention, but I am just going to leave it there so you guys can pause. You guys can look at it. Hey, let me know in the comments. I really appreciate it if you let me know in the comments if both those sides are different, because I'm not going to get a chance to look at it for a while. Okay, and it looks like there's his token that you're going to be able to put on that board. Okay, so it looks like he might be using that instead of the original, okay, tracker for when you're tracking when he's going to come out. I don't know. I'm really curious to see how he's going to play, though. All right, now let's take a look at his cards. All right. Normally, this is one game I kind of break one of my rules on. I kind of like to be surprised a little bit. If you want to be surprised on what his different levels are, and I'm not going to look at these. Some of you like to see them, some of you don't, because you're always going to have your stage 1 card, your stage 2 card, your stage 3 card, your final stage card, and then you're going to have whatever his cultist card is. Okay, you're always going to get that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by just kind of showing you that. Okay, so that way you can kind of see. It's kind of a little dark in here. I had to turn one of my lights off because it was glaring super bad. That way you can kind of see what's going to happen on stage 1. Okay, now fast forward for a few seconds. I'm just going to glance over these really fast. So here, if you don't want to see it, okay, there's stage 2. There's stage 3. Some of you, I know, I'm to the point sometimes where on these guys are so tough anymore that it doesn't really matter. But usually I won't go after these guys until I know I can almost one-shot kill them. So usually when I see the next stages come out, it's can I get to where he is at, and can I go thump on him? Okay, and then we're going to have this, oh my gosh. He is a 12 hit point guy, Yeb. Okay, and there's your cultist, and there's Yeb. While Yeb is on the same space as Nug, Nug cannot take wounds. Definitely keep him separated out. Whoa, that is tough. Okay, And we're going to have our Mythos cards. All right, let's see if we... Oh, hey, that actually opened up. Cool, cool, cool. All right, this might be a little longer video than normal. Sorry about that. But there's a lot to this game, and I really love seeing this game. Okay, so here is going to be the Elder One, Nug and Yeb, their Mythos. Okay, so go ahead and pause on those if you need to take a better look at them. Okay, each cultist and Elder One moves one space towards you. Oh, those don't look too bad. They don't look too bad, but then again, he uses that other board too, so... All right, okay, let's put those off to the side. And finally, what we've been waiting for, and I'm sure they're all taped up because the tape is stuck to the side of the box naturally. But let's see if we can get his figures out. Okay. Now, they tape the heck out of all of these boxes every single time. I don't know why. Okay. So we got the lid off. We have, let's see if this thing fit back in here easily. I'm going to have to pop the bottom out. There we go. That works. Okay, we're going to have Nug and Yeb. I guess that's what it is. But yeah, I know people like to see these guys right here. I like to see these guys right here. These guys are super sweet looking. These guys, are those like eyeballs on him? Ooh, I need to look this guy up. Wow, look at those little legs. Man, this guy is kind of really goofy. Oh, he's just scary looking. I don't think I want to meet him in a dark alley. Okay, but there you go. There's Yeb, and what is it, Neb and Yeb? Nug and Yeb. Nug and Yeb, okay. All right, let's see if we can get him back in there. These boxes, man, I'll tell you what, these boxes just get murdered trying to get all this stuff in and out. Everything is so tight putting them in. Okay, so let's get everything back in this box. Everything should fit in nice and neat. We're just going to put that down there. We're just going to throw that right there. Nug and Yeb goes right in there. And let's get this guy closed up. And there you go. Okay, that is that. Now, what we want to do is we have lost episodes 4, 5, 6, and 7. So let's go ahead and start with 4. Okay, it's going to be Hypnos, lost episode 4. Flip it around, and I will let you read the contents of the box. This way you can see everything that's going to be in it. Okay, and you can get your little story. Looks like we're going to get another unknown monster card that's going to be in there. All right, number 5, Dreams in the Witch House. Okay, which is another good one, looks like. You know, I don't think I've played a bad mission or scenario or episode in this game. The Color Out of Space. Yeah, I've never played a bad one. I've played some that are way harder than others, but I've not played one that I haven't enjoyed. I've enjoyed all of them so far. It's all good stuff. All right. And the last one, Horror in the Museum, lost episode 7. Okay, and well, where's that at? Okay, so it looks like the box on the side on this one. There you go. And that's your monster card. Some wax sculptures in there. Okay, and that's what you're going to get. All right, and is that everything? Yeah, that is everything. Okay, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is everything that we're going to see. How are we going to get it all back in the box? Let's get him out of the way because we need to try to figure out, kind of get him in here. Let's get those monsters down below. All right. And these are going to fit in nice and tight right there. Looks like all this stuff's actually going to fit relatively good in here. No extra stuff that we really have to deal with. We'll probably put those in a bag. Now these ones right here, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with these. Okay, these unknown monsters, they're probably going to go in my core box. Okay, other than the thing with these ones is the figures are all going to be in this box. So, I might just leave them in here. But these relics, I'm pretty sure, for sure, those things are going to go in the next box. Okay, and then we're going to have all of the characters. We're just going to put them right there. And as you can see, those go all the way up to the top of the box. Actually, you know what? I am going to do that. That way it comes down just a hair. Splits it up. I can get this on the top. Okay. And then we got a couple more things I'm going to show you. Now, oh, you know what? I can't show you a comparison between the dice because I don't have my other box open up. But I think any of you that have played Cthulhu Death May Die will know what the dice are going to look like when I get to those. Okay, so now let's go ahead. There you go. That is the Unknowable Box. Okay. Now this looks like it's just going to be a couple more insanity cards that you're going to get that would have come along with season 4. So I'm sure these were just a couple stretch goals. All right, and let's get this thing opened up. Let's take a look and see what we're going to have here. Now this one doesn't want to open too easily for me. There's probably an easier way to do it, but it has a piece of tape across it, and I don't really want to deal with that. Okay, so we have the Arkham Asylum patient medical files. All right, and so it looks like what we're going to get here is we're going to get Relics seizures. So there you go. Oh man, these insanities. And there are some of these insanities that are so bad. Okay, and it looks like we're going to get the ivory figure. Okay, a nice little relic. And the back side of him is going to be the Eldritch image. And we're going to get the skull bracelet. When attacking a monster, you have 2 free rerolls. That is incredible. And then when attacking any enemy, you have 2 free rerolls. That's cool because in that, this will, once you get this flipped over on enemies, that now it's going to work on the old one, and it's also going to work on clerics. Whereas here, if it's just monsters, it's not going to work on the clerics or the old ones. Okay, so these I'm going to end up putting in my core box is where I'm going to tie those to. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at this guy right here, and then I'll still show you what these look like. Okay, even though, yeah, I thought I was going to be able to compare them, but I realized I don't have my other dice out. But I know if you go look at Cody's reviews, I'm pretty sure Cody will have pictures of what those dice look like in his review of Season 4. So you can actually look at these frosted dice I'm going to show you and compare them to the video that he posted. Or even the unboxing that I did on those. You can compare it to that too. Your choice. Whatever you would like to do. Okay, now, the animals, you know what? I don't even remember what the animal allies did. It was something new, and well, I like new with this game. Okay, animal allies. They can be used as unknown relics with a few additional rules. Okay, so there you go. I'm going to let you look at that. Okay, so you can take a look at that. And, oh, it looks like some backside. Make sure you get all that. Okay, if you guys play with this stuff, let me know. But I know I do want to get another game of this to the table, and I want to get it relatively soon. And I want to try some of this new stuff. Okay, boy, I'll tell you, that should be enough to get this opened up. There we go. All right, now we're going to get in here our animal ally character. So I don't know if these take the place of relics. I mean, that's kind of what my theory was, my thinking was on them. Okay, so the animal ally player aid. All right, so there you go. So setup. Allies are going to start in their investigator space, and the rules are so when an investigator moves, any allies in the same space may follow. Investigators that own an ally have access to. Once per turn as a free action, you may move your ally up to 3 spaces. If the ally's owner is killed, the ally runs away and is removed from the board. Okay, so that is your rules card. Now, oh, that's the, do all these, okay. Oh, these are all player, oh, cool. All right. Oh, I got it. So they have 5 different player aids. Oh, yeah, look at the nice Rottweiler in that. The funky little bad kitty. You got your monkey, got your snake, and then you got your owl. So these are all the player aids that you're going to get. Okay, these are all going to have the same rules on the backside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would expect, well, no, it looks like you're going to get 2 figures for each one is what it looks like. Okay, so, yeah, the relic animal ally. Okay, there you go. So now let's take a look at these guys and see what they do. Okay, and then there's the backside. Oh man, I'm excited to play with these guys. Luna the Hound. Woo! Investigators being attacked in the same space as Luna have 1 free reroll. Yeah, it's because she's all going all animal on them. There you go. Okay, we got the animal chimp. Titus the chimp. Okay, and what's his backside? There you go. So basically, this is just going to give us more relics, but it's something a little different because you're actually going to have another figure that's going to be on the board with you, which is cool. I like that. Okay, that's actually really cool, and I like how they give you 5, so everybody can have one, and nobody can play these in place of relics. I guess if you really want to make the game easier, you can go ahead and play these and play relics at the same time. And then you have way too much overpowered stuff, and you're probably still going to lose the game because, well, that's just how this game is. All right, so you know, I realized this tape, the sticky on this tape, really dulls up my knife. I need to get out some cleaner and get the stickiness off my knife. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same with these. This is, you know, like I said, this is some of the same old. That might make it worse. I mean, this is CMON miniatures. We all seen CMON miniatures. I'm kind of partial to Luna the Hound right there, though. Okay, surprised I haven't heard my dogs barking. Every time I come in here, it seems like they just go to town barking all the time. All right, and there we go. And that is Animal Allies. Okay, this looks really fun. I'm excited to get this one to the table. Okay, I really want to see what it's going to be like to play with these guys over regular relics. Oops. Hey, you know what? There's a rule sheet that I should probably leave in the box with it. I want to see how these are going to play. Okay. Having that extra figure on the board, and there you go. And the last thing we're going to take a look at is we're going to take a look at these dice. Now, I love having dice. I always think you should have extra dice every single time you play the game. See, I think I showed you these guys, right? Yep. Oh, no, I showed you those. Those got to go back in the core game. Okay, but the cool thing is I do like, hopefully you can see this right. I got a light kind of behind me, but I do like the frostedness of this. It's really cool. I know I bought a set of these for my original game, my season 1. I liked them so much I bought another set just so I can put them in this one. And I might actually pull them out and just only use these across the board because I just like the look of these so much. They just look, I don't know, that frosted dice just looks really, really cool. Okay. All right. And there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That is Cthulhu Death May Die, Fear of the Unknown, Kickstarter Extras. Okay. That is the Unknowable Box. That is the Animal Allies. That is a few extra new cards you're going to get with Season 4. And that is that empty box with those really cool frosted dice. And there you go. Now, there might be a couple more things. I don't remember. I thought I got it all. But if I'm missing something, let me know in the comments below because it means I'm definitely going to have to try to figure out how I can get it because I think I have pretty much everything for the game so far and I want to continue getting everything for this game so far. But there you go. Hope this was helpful for you. Hope you liked it. Leave any comments you have down below. And as always, thank you for watching.
Two, one.
Sorry, you're too damn familiar.
Yeah, I know. Well, we've already got the bloopers for this one.
All right.
Still rolling. 2, 1.
Let's just go over this one.